This is a podcast of Access Applied Number Skills Activity 2, the examples in the formative quiz. The first one, we're asked to state 43.71 to three significant figures. Well, simply take 4 is the first one, 3 is the second one, 7 is the third one. It's followed by a 1, so no need to change the 7 because we're not going to be rounding up, and therefore the answer is simply 43.7. Next, we're asked to state 43.71% as a decimal. Well, percent really means divided by 100, so we could effectively get rid of the percentage sign and replace it with divided by 100. If you divide by 100, it's the same as moving this decimal point 2 places to the left. Well, we know we're going to make the number smaller, so it must be to the left, and therefore the answer will be 0.4371. Next, we're asked to state 0.0188 to two significant figures. 0.0188. So significant figures, first significant figure is the first non-zero digit, which is this one here, and therefore the second digit is this going to be in this place, but this time this 8 is followed by another 8, and therefore we're going to have to round up and replace that 8 with a 9. And so to two significant figures, we have 0.019. Next, we have 0.0821% as a decimal. So 0.0821%. Well, we can do the same thing. This percent is divided by 100. Just remove the percentage sign and replace it with divided by 100. And again, this decimal point, well, we have to imagine it moving 2 places. But if we put another 0 in there, we can see that the point is going to move over to here, and we would end up with 0.000821. Next, we're asked to state 34.77 to 1 decimal place. Well, obviously the 34 is going to stay as it is. So the first decimal place, well, we need to consider the second decimal place in order to determine whether the first decimal place will stay as it is or will be changed. And since this figure here is greater than 5, we're obviously, regardless of the rounding method you use, the first decimal place has to be increased from a 7 to an 8. Next, we're asked to state 1.47 to two significant figures. Well, again, the first significant figure is the first non-zero digit, so it's the 1, and then we only have to consider the second digit. Well, the 4 there, we'd have to replace with a 5 since it's followed by a figure that's greater than 5, and therefore we know we will be rounding up, and so that becomes 1.5 to two significant figures. There are 3 more questions which we'll run through quickly. 1.47% of the decimal. Well, again, 1.47 over 100. Imagine moving the decimal point 2 places. We'll put a 0 in there, we can see we're going to end up with 0.0147. The 1.35 to 1 decimal place, using rounding to even. So 1.35 to 1 decimal place. Well, in rounding to even, this is going to become 1.4. 6.45 to 1 decimal place, again using rounding to even, is going to become 6.4, because in the case of rounding to even, we're always looking to make the decimal place of interest an even valued digit.